on.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of our creation. What we see will defy explanation. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to it.
Take your best shot.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling in.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, it is he, it is me, P double D. E-Tep Wakuin in a place to be reviews right here with all of yous. Happy Friday the 13th. Yes, that was an entire Jason Voorhees montage set to the normal theme song to avoid the copyrights. And that's why we started late, because I was editing that up. So how wonderfully prepared am I? I didn't even know it was Friday the 13th, but I am joined by a panel this morning, which is excellent because I'm freaking exhausted. It's the end of the week. Getting ready to head to Grand Rapids Comic-Con. Speaking of being places, seeing people, and doing things, Tony ToneDef. Well, that's probably what you got to do to stay awake after the night you had. So what's up, brother? How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the world's wokest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy aligned with the like-minded. And I gotta admit, I'm doing pretty well, considering I just saw a bitch get beat against a tree in a body bag while some other chick was singing the Willy Wonka song instead of calling 911. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I think you already know the answer to that.
Unfortunately, I think I do.
Oh man. So I've seen the pictures, and I didn't get a chance to edit those videos, in which I should have, but those are gonna go on a special intro for the Monday night shows. So I got to give a shout out to Angelus Draven and Kai MFS. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna make you famous now. I'm gonna make you famous.
Yeah, go
Tony,
check out the Gaming Lounge.
Yes, definitely subscribe to the Gaming Lounge. Angelus Draven and Kai MFS. Go check them guys out. Thank you for being here, Tony.
Hell, thanks for having me as always, man.
Absolutely, brother. And our we might as well just say it, the star of the show this morning, the soothing Dosset tones, ladies and gentlemen, of Vassy Reviews. Welcome back to the show.
Bonjour. I think we're just going to abandon hope of me spitting bars like Tony. So I'm just going to go, hello, good afternoon, good morning.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us. Thank you, as always. It is a pleasure to have you here. Let's see, we got Superfan Adam Shawhan in the chat. Fun University, Frank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, and Pursuing Paranormal. I was over on Cody's stream last night, and we were talking about hauntings and my parents' house, which is haunted, and growing up there, and a couple experiences I had. Well, I've had quite a few, but yeah, one in particular that was a little terrifying. But yeah, so that was fun, and yeah, here we are, another morning. So how's things going out at Nerdroticon, Tony?
Dude,
Tony
it
fell
was,
asleep already.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, I might be a little delayed, like it just did a really weird skip from like Vassy's intro to you talking. So guys, bear with me,
Okay.
dude. It's been a crazy 24 hours, man. And I gotta say, there's no other community like our fandom community. You know, you show up and not only was Nerdrotic, Jeremy, Quarter Black Garrett, Ryan Cannell, Drunk 3PI, and so many were there and just walking amongst the crowd, taking their time, talking with the fans, taking pictures. But the fans themselves, I mean, it was such a good energy. People offering to take pictures for one another, people just getting to know each other and making those connections and seeing, you know, a real life face behind what's usually an internet avatar. So it was definitely an experience.
That is awesome, and it's so good to hear about our community because it gets disparaged so frequently and so openly. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
to
And
hear
like,
to hear. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
no, I used to manage a gentleman's club. I'm used to large crowds getting together, consuming alcohol. Usually
Hmm.
there's just like that troubled one in the batch who causes trouble for everyone. A fight ends up happening, just something. None of that energy here. Like I didn't see one douchebag. Like everyone was having a good time.
That's freaking excellent.
Yeah,
That is excellent.
just
Oh,
you know,
dude.
it speaks a lot to just the fandom community in general and our toxicity.
Right? It really does. It shows how toxic we are as a community, right?
Yeah, I gotta say though, I mean, I heard your name dropped. You, Salvador Vassi, next year, hopefully, man, because we definitely missed you guys.
I would
Who's name
melt.
dropping?
Oh no.
You know, you would
Who's
melt, but it would be into
who's
a
name
puddle of
dropping?
happiness. Yeah,
Yep.
that's me, the name dropper.
See, I love it, man. I love it. It is, dude. It's like I've got, like I said, I'll be in Grand Rapids this weekend for a Comic Con, and then Horror
Yes,
Hound next month. So this and it'll be fun because, like I said, it's just gonna be like this. This community needs more events like this, and everything in
yes,
the world going on be damned. If there's one thing this community doesn't do, it's live in fear. So we can, we can rise above this and enjoy ourselves and have a good time because that's what it looks like you guys are doing out there, and that's freaking amazing. I love it. I
yes.
love seeing all these live streams. I love seeing Tony on Drunk 3PO stream spitting bars last night. That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, I was scared no one could hear me at first because it was so loud. I'm like, please don't let me be flailing my arms in front of all these people for no reason. Yeah.
Oh hell. I gotta give a shout out to Brutal Morning Wood is in the chat. Looks like baby Bigfoot trashed my pool. Oh no. Did you have a storm? Superfan Adam Shawhan's gonna head out at 9:45 to head up to Grand Rapids and let me know how it's going up there. He's going to today, and we'll be meeting there tomorrow. Laura 44 says good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Laura. Welcome. So we're yeah. I just want to kind of just shoot the breeze for a little while here. Vassy, it's been a while since you've been on. How did I haven't watched the Fear Street stuff yet. How did that turn out for you?
It's as everything started off well. We picked it up, and then the third part went in the toilet. Yeah.
Oh, oh no.
It had okay. This sounds like such a petty thing, but I find it interesting when they're trying to do accents. So I found this as well with people who were like British and all. They said the same thing. The Netflix, it was in ye old America, so it was like early like 1700s, and they kept switching accents, which has to be the most distracting thing when you're trying to like settle in. So they kept switching, and this is just the one actor. So they kept switching between Irish, Scottish, British, and an accent I couldn't even place. And I was like, this is so distracting. And then they couldn't figure out the pace, and that annoyed me as well. And they just spent too much time on one part and then didn't do the horror element in the early 1700s part. It was just a mess. But yeah, the second part, I know everyone watched the second part because it's the Friday the 13th homage, which kind of fits today. I think that was actually the best out of the three, which was, I think everyone gravitated to that one as well more. So part two was the superior part of the trilogy.
Okay. All right. I'll have to check that one out today if I have time, because I have to pack. But I've wanted to watch that. There's so much stuff I want to watch. And it's like, I just got, thanks to superfan Adam Shawhan, I just got Peacock and HBO Max. So I'm like overwhelmed right now with things to watch. And Trey asked me if he could watch the Snyder Cut, because I said, I was on there, and because we watched the Suicide Squad the other day, and he's like, hey, I was like, well, there's a new Justice League, I was like, the new recut of Justice League on there. And he's like, can I watch it? I'm like, well, it's 4 hours long, buddy. I said, I don't know if you're going to want to sit through all that slow motion fart huffing. And my wife got mad at me. She's like, what? I'm like, nothing. But I'm like, I mean, we can watch it, but I was like, I guarantee you about 10 minutes into it, you're going to be like, can we go play? Good morning, Pale Rider. There's Angela Draven. Yeah.
Hail
Okay, Draven. Hail. I see your video, Draven, and now you're going to be part of the intro to the show. You and Kai are both going to be part of the intro to the show now. I like it. It's gonna work well, bud. And I hope you're having fun, man. Seriously, it's good to see you guys out there. Like I said, I was so happy that Tony was like, you sent me that picture. He was jumping in the back of your truck. I was like, Tony and Draven get to hang out. This is so dope. I'm just like, I just want to go meet Tony, though. I want to meet Tony. I want to go hang out with Tony still.
Dude, your presence was missed.
I wish. Your
presence was definitely missed.
I wish I could have. I wish I could have been there, man. Yeah, that it just looked like so much fun. Like I said, seeing all the Twitter pictures and the live streams and everything. Yeah, man, it's great to see, but it's great to see everybody getting together, man. It's such a good thing, because like you said, we're used to just seeing this, avatars, or occasionally, bam, you get your camera on, but it's nothing is as good as personal interaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, this meetups like this are great, and it really does disprove the fact that we're a community full of negative, toxic, males, and it's like, you got the guys bringing their wives and stuff like that, and they're hanging out and they're having a good time, which is cool. Because like I said, my wife is going to Horror Hound. I'm going to be there for 2 days.
Yeah, and it's a community of good people. It's a community of just decent people, man. Like, like I'd like to use the term fandom refugees, but then we all kind of found a bit of fandom within the fandom. Like, we were all like marking out just to see each other, and then the big hitters are like marking out just to see how many people actually showed up. It transcended beyond a meetup, man. And
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm a little delayed, but I just wanted to speak on the accents real quick. Vassy, in Hollywood, we're so progressive, we're so woke, that it doesn't matter if it's Northern Irish, Southern, England, Australia, South Africa. It's all the fucking same to us.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I know, like, people, I don't know if you know this. So when there's an Irish role, generally a British actor is put in it. That was like a running thing for many years. So Irish actors couldn't get roles either as Irish people or as British people. That's why a lot of
Damn.
Irish actors used to go to America. And I know Laura said it as well. When you're jumping that much around the place, I'm just like Scottish doesn't sound like proper, that proper upper crust British accent. It's like two opposites of the spectrum. And I was like, did no director just think, I might just pause a hair and get people to go back over the accent, or we might have to cut that out. It seemed real messy. I expected more from Netflix, to be honest with.
Yeah, it reminds me of that show Vikings, and it's supposed to take place, obviously hundreds of years ago, and then they'll kick their boots up and have like rubber soles on the bottom of them. Like, okay, like just the little details. Yeah,
I've been on the set of Vikings. I have a knack. I have a knack for I've been on Penny Dreadful site as well. I have a knack of getting into things. But I remember in season 1, because Gabriel Byrne was in it, and it was so hard to get on as an extra in Vikings, obviously as the season went on. But I just remember how I conned my way onto set one day because I knew somebody working on it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're on camera in Vikings?
I don't know, because I never watched season 1. I was literally just farting around the back, because I knew someone on the production team, as I seem to calm my way on into other things. I don't think you can see me. I'm probably somewhere in the background. But I remember Gabriel Byrne. Gabriel Byrne's really nice. And I can't remember what the blonde lady's actor. She was nice. And then I met Catherine Winnick.
Catherine Winnick.
Winnick, yeah, she's lovely. She's the nicest woman ever. Like, honestly, the nicest actress I've ever met. But yeah, it's just gas because everyone was trying to get on the show as obviously the season went on, and it was just impossible because they had so many specifications to get casted even as an extra, and it was just like, ha.
That's cool. And that's how success stories are made, though. Getting your way on set like that. Like
at one time,
that's awesome. Hell yeah.
And now we don't have any shooting anymore. No, we did. We had the sequel to Enchanted just wrapped. So I went down to have a nose at that set, which looked magnificent. There's a village called Enniskerry in Ireland, and they did the whole thing like a Disney. You remember the Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon? That portion, they turned the village into that. It looked amazing. But the filming in Ireland seems to kind of wound down, obviously, with the Heineken virus, but now we have Florence Pugh's over here as well filming something else, so it's picking up again.
All right. So that's the thing. It's like nobody ever wants to film anything in Michigan unless it's it's like about cars, or it's like back in the day, Flint used to be a prosperous city. Now it's a third world shithole. That's basically all they ever want to film in Michigan. It's like, can we film a horror movie about how bad Detroit is? I'm like, son of a bitch. It's like Northern Michigan's really beautiful. They're like, yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. We just want to talk about how bad Detroit and Flint are. It's like, God damn it.
Yeah. You only get car movies, gangster movies like 8 Mile, or shitty political documentaries. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, because everybody, it's like, well, it's like you're like, oh, I'm from Michigan. It's like, oh yeah, 8 Mile. It's like, no, that's like 200 miles away from me. Like,
that's 208 miles away.
There's an 8 Mile up here, but it's out in the middle of like farmland. So I'm like, I mean, yeah, I go out to 8 Mile and like throw hay bales. Yeah,
With the with the Flint thing you said, I don't know if you'd watched Don't Breathe. Have you seen that film?
I haven't. I want to see that though because I like Stephen Lang.
It's really good. I won't spoil it, but I went to see it with my friends, and obviously because I know from Flint the way the neighborhoods are dead, so you have like these blocks, so there's like no one there. And my friend, we came out of the cinema, and my friend's like, "That's so unrealistic that you wouldn't have any neighbors to scream for." And I was like, "I literally mean there's blocks of people not there. Like it's spot
Yep.
on to what's on there." And she's just like, "Oh really?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, like that's spot on."
Yep. Flint and Detroit are like that. There's just like blocks of areas where there's like nobody living in these houses and they're just burned out like shitholes. Yeah. That's why when, you know, somebody goes through one of those houses and burns it down, the fire department will come out, but they'll just control the burn. They won't put it out. They'll let it burn down because those are basically used for crimes. Assaults and things like that, you know, flop houses for junkies. So if one of those catches on fire, they usually let it burn. It's just doing, it's doing everybody a favor. Honestly, when one of them burns down.
But it shouldn't have gotten to that point, you know.
Oh no! Trust me, it should have never got to that point. Let me acknowledge the chat here real quick. We've got Runner in the house. Yes, Runner is here. It is Runner. We grant you a seat on this council, but we do not grant you the title of Lord, sir. Johnny Cage, JP7, John Davies in the house. Hail all. Welcome. We've got 13 people watching right now. Make sure you're smacking that like button. Make sure you're still subscribed. For some reason, YouTube felt it necessary to take some subscribers from me last night. Same thing with Cody from Pursuing Paranormal.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. I got Cody got up to 13 last night from 5, and because he's growing the channel, you know, he's got a new channel, and he got up to, and then they took like 4 away last night from him, and I dropped 3.
Man.
So
That's for 13. That's a big percentage, and there's an awful lot of 13s popping up for Friday the 13th. 13 people in the chat. Cody had 13 subscribers. Like, you can feel the energy, man. I got to sit down and watch some Jason movies.
Okay. I've got the 8 movie collection right here. Like I said, it's never out of arm's reach. I want to sit down and watch one today, but after the show I have so much stuff to do. It's ridiculous to get ready for this weekend. I've got to gas up. I got to go gas up both vehicles. I've got some laundry to do. I got to pack. And then I've still got the boy. You know, I got to do stuff with him today too. So, and he starts school in 2 weeks, which is insane. But yeah, this Friday, there's 13 people in the chat again. It's weird. I wish I had a Jason. I should have put my hockey mask on. I don't have my face on yet. It would have looked better. But
Dude, your hockey mask with your Chinese hat.
Hang on a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Tony, traffic and weather, top of the hour. I'll be right back.
So you looking forward to episode 2 of What If, Vassy?
Oh, dude, I was so happy with it because I when I saw the trailer, I just saw the first trailer because I was trying not to, because all my trailers like spoil everything now. So I was just trying I'll just watch the first trailer, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about the animation, and I was like, do you know, I don't have I love Bucky Barnes. I love Bucky Barnes so much. I was like running home to watch the bloody episodes, but I was like, it grew on me. The animation actually grew on me, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I watched it now. But it's just I don't know if it's me that I had very little knowledge of like the What If series and the runs and stuff, and I just find it fascinating how some people just don't understand the concept. Like the guy posted on my review that how having this is going to change everything in the canon, and I'm like, but that's what? And it's just, I don't know whether it just wasn't explained properly or I'm just being a bit blonde, but I was just like, no. And then I was trying to correct him, and he just went on another tangent of how this is going to have serious consequences in the timeline.
Isn't it crazy? They will beat you over the head with a point, and you're like, we don't need this, respect your audience. And then people like that show up.
I was just like, I'm tapping out of this because I can't,
Yeah.
I can't explain what if more than it doesn't really matter. It's a once-off thing, you know. But you know, I was just like, I just thought we all understood that it doesn't really matter because it's not canon and we can do what we want. But apparently other people didn't feel the same way. So
Yeah. It's like, and maybe you should go back and watch that last episode of Loki again. Maybe the point wasn't drilled home, but there are a plethora, just an infinite amount of different universes, and this is one far, far away from what we're used to watching in the movies. So it's going to be okay.
I was so funny. And then the guy was like, oh, they disrespected Steve so bad. And I'm like, where? What? Where? It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
stupid
You know what I
once-off
did
episode.
like was, yeah. Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
We need a name for ETAP.
Good morning. Hey, how you doing? It was a rough morning.
That black lung
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, working a coal mine. Oh my God, I have. Yeah. Hi, happy Friday the 13th.
Hi.
Jason Takes Tokyo. My wife just walked by and looked at me and shook her head and walked away. She's like, I have no idea why I married him. It's because I can cook. I'm actually a really good fucking cook. But seriously though, I've got a lot of slaughtering to do today. So yeah.
Busy man. Busy man.
Arigato, sayonara, konnichiwa.
Arigato.
And, every other thing. Domo arigato, Mr. Jason Roboto. Domo. I don't know. I'm done.
I'm tired of all these franchises pandering to the CCP.
Jason doesn't know.
Damn,
who he
they
wants to
even got
pander to.
Jason.
He's gonna pander to everybody. So,
Yeah.
so you were so I was over here and Vassy was talking about what if. Okay, so I didn't have a problem with them. I didn't have a problem with them doing what they did to Peggy. Like I said, I was like, man, she's gonna be jacked when she comes out of that thing. The only issue I had is like, okay, so Peggy Carter is a very voluptuous woman, right? Like, okay, now they kind of like, it just looked funny because it literally looked, because when she came out, she had like the tank top on, and it looked like they purposely made her smaller. Now that doesn't happen in every case when, especially in a female, like when as far as bodybuilding goes, like that doesn't always, and I'm talking natural, not artificially, enhanced.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I kind of was like, aside from that, I had no beef with the episode. I thought the animation was good. And I know a lot of dudes are freaking out about them making her look like a man. I'm like, not really. I'm like, look what it did to Steve. And she got a full dose and Steve didn't get a full dose of the serum. So,
yeah.
My only beef with people on Twitter, and homeboy blocked me because of it, was that they were freaking out because they made her the profile picture on the Captain America Twitter account, and they were pissed off and calling it racist. And I'm like, dude, they're promoting a one-off episode of a show. Like, why are you mad? Like, man, you could wait to get rid of the black man. It's like, what?
Just the first point. So I've dealt since that aired with absolute morons on 3 different platforms telling me if that is your sexual preference, that you prefer a more voluptuous muscular woman, that's you thing, that's your opinion, you go ahead, sir, but do not be jumping in my mentions telling me that women look ugly when they work out and women need to act more like ladies and apparently I need to be off sewing and reading poetry. If you at me in that thread, sir, I'm going to skull drag you for the 10 minutes I'm giving you to correct you on this. I don't understand What? Like, are you that upset about muscles on a woman? You need to tell me. I need to be reading poetry. I've never in my life of walking this earth had someone tell me a woman needs to be reading poetry. Sir, like, no. And I mind my business. I mind my business online. I don't jump on anyone's comments. I don't jump on anyone's threads. But if you at me, you have tagged me in and I'm coming. Oh, Jesus, strap in, I'm coming. And then they get so angry at me. And I either get yelled at, I get abused, or I get threatened. Because you tagged me in and you wanted my opinion. And then I go, but it's my opinion. But you didn't like mine, so I'm giving it to you anyway. I don't. If someone could explain it to me, please break it down. Why? Why?
So, who's your favorite poet?
I quite like Wordsworth. Now I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, I should be knitting and sewing apparently, and not lifting weights. And I actually told that dude as well, you know, we can vote now, and it just went over his head. Like, it's just like, oh man. Stop.
I've never felt the inclination when I'm arguing with a female to tell her she should be reading poetry. Okay. That's that. So he literally said this to you, like you should be reading poetry?
Women need to be more feminine, and you should be reading poetry and sewing. And I'm like, I will stab you with the damn sewing needles, Art. Like, okay.
And somehow after this, I like you even more. That is freaking awesome. Like, no, but seriously though, it's like, I love, and the guys that say that say that kind of stuff. There's two kind of guys that say the women are unattractive when they lift weights. Number one, I mean, and I say that when they say in an insulting manner, because there's guys that are just like whatever with it, they don't care, but there's the ones that are the insulting ones. They're either very, very small and insecure, or they're the bigger guys and they work out, but they are threatened by it as well, because it's like it's their alpha status is threatened. It's like, wouldn't you want your queen to be equal to you? You know what I mean? It's like, you don't walk in, nobody walks in front of, walk side by side. I'm like, and to me, it's like, we talk about it all the time and people freak out. It's like, we like strong women until you see a strong woman, and then you're fragile, you're literal fragile man. And I'll say that because I see dudes like that, and it's like, why does that scare you, man? That's dope, It's putting in work.
Yeah.
Why would you insult somebody like that? That's like the dudes at the gym who are in shape and they laugh at the fat guy working out. It's like, motherfucker, you might have been him one day. Why would you make fun of somebody like that? Why would you disparage somebody? So it's like, you should be lifting them up. You should be saying, hey, if they're doing something wrong, correct them, give them some pointers, say, hey, you know what? Good job, man. Keep doing the thing. And like I said, it goes for like the females too. It's like, hell no, man. To me, that's dope. That's awesome. I love it. I love seeing that, because it's like, that is, and it's like people insult. Like I get shit all the time. Like, you like chicks with that's gross. They look like dudes. You must be gay. I'm like, hey man, weren't you the one out whiffing your way down the bar skank ladder, walking out with my 600-pound life? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't give me shit, because they're, people are like, oh, it's, they call them, the guys that like the more voluptuous, the bigger, and I'm not talking I'm talking bigger women, and that's normal, but to like a fit woman is not normal. Like, that somehow makes me weird. No, you don't get to have it. You don't get to have it that way. You know what I mean?
Like,
so don't shame these ladies for doing that. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And I was saying, who cooked dinner in my house last night? And I cooked a fucking delicious meal, and I'm still the man. So it's okay. It can happen that way.
It's just fascinating, because like, if you'd actually talk, Jesus, have I talked to them any longer? If you talk to them, it just loops back to what you find attractive. And I was like, we could have skipped the 10 minutes of me going back and forth with you, but you just saying, that's my preference. Yeah, cool. Off you pop. I don't care. Like, you can't tell everybody to look the same. Can you imagine how boring life's gonna be if we all look the same? Like,
it's
people
an
are great.
authoritarian mindset.
like everyone's different. Everyone's all human beings are awesome, right? We're all capable of being awesome human beings, and we're all unique and great. And I love learning about everyone. But Jesus Christ, I can't like, I don't have time to be sewing. Like,
Exactly.
I'd love to have spare time to be sitting around and sewing, but I don't. So. And then I just get insulted or threatened, and I'm like, "You're getting way too upset
Right.
over a cartoon. Way too upset over a cartoon." And it's just like, catch this block, boy. Like, if it's getting that fast that you're like threatening me, catch a block. I don't care. Here, have a block, sir. Off you up.
Yeah, well, that's very authoritarian anyway, because number one, you're downing on someone for trying to be the best version of themselves they can be. And in a day and age with the trans movement and everything, and everyone trying to be who they feel like they are on the inside, to down somebody who's into physical fitness is it's ironic. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's the word I'm using. It's ironic.
And it's weird because guys who worked out or do sports get it. Like, they just get it. They get how much work it takes to look a certain way, or your body changes,
Yep.
or, you know, we'd all realistically, I'd love to have a super flat Abby stomach, and I'd love to have a squat booty. I love it, but I can't get there at the minute, so I have to go sit in the squat rack for 15 minutes and suffer. Jesus, I suffer in the squat rack. But like everyone, like people who just work out are just like, yeah, you get there in the end, or yeah, you look fine the way you are, or we'll all work together to get there. But then other people are just like, no, everybody needs to look like Jessica Rabbit, and that's it. That's the standard. Every woman.
And then beyond the physical,
And
benefits, you just feel better working out. You feel better mentally and spiritually. So sounds like this guy needs to hit the weights and maybe understand what you're trying to do. People are happier when they are active.
Exactly.
that's it. Because you're not complacent. Because when you're complacent and you're just sitting around, you have time to think and dwell on problems. And yeah, this is, that's an activity that kind of alleviates that. It's a stress relief. It really is.
Yes.
And yet, like I said, man, I used to train when I was living in Big Rapids. I trained. It was she worked at the daycare where my son went, and her and her fiance became friends with me and my wife, and her and I used to go to the gym together. She was young, like what, 22, 23. She used to be in good shape, but she kind of she had her baby, and she wanted me to help, so we were working out together. And I remember this one. There was this girl working out next to us, and she was clearly probably like a fitness competitor, wasn't big, but I mean, she was diced up, and she's working out next to us, and I can't remember what we were doing, but I look over and Ashley's just staring at her. I'm like, Ashley, don't make it obvious. She's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, you gotta, I was like, you got to look and look away. I'm like, or just, I was like, it's got to be quick. Line of vision. I'm like, just remember, line of vision. It's like the sun. Don't stare at it. She just laughed. But yeah, I was like, you didn't even catch me, because we were like in the middle of it. I was like, you didn't even catch me staring. I caught you. I'm like, that's bad. She goes, well, look at her. I'm like, I know. Trust me. I know. I'm like, I've looked. I was like, and then I looked away because I don't want to drop a weight on my foot. I think she kind of overheard us, because you just see this little smirk on her face, and I was like, man, I'm glad it wasn't me that got caught staring at her. At least it was her.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
but no, it is. It's like, yeah, you just appreciate that, when like you said, Vass, when you put in the work, you just appreciate it. You know what I mean? And it's not anything that you're trying to be like creepy or anything, but it's like, look good, and I'm sorry, you do when you, because I know I was there at one point. Lord knows I'm not there now, but I was there at one point. It was like, yeah, you get that, you get those looks, and you get, and the attention, and it's like, it feels good because it's validation of your efforts. You know what I mean? And yeah, that feels good, to be able to take your shirt off at the beach, and not worry about getting harpooned.
There aren't many third wave feminists who are hitting the gym. Those are the ones probably sitting around stewing on things, reading poetry, hearing the problem, and then just stewing on it. And this needs to change. It's like, yeah, well, start with yourself. Hit the gym.
and they're like, no, the gym is
Yeah,
the gym is
it's
misogynistic.
it is. There are a few articles on how toxic and problematic people who work out are. So
Oh yeah,
those are the haters.
it's patriarchal,
Yeah,
We
right?
need to
It's
join like a martial arts gym. Like the lads I train with are like my bros. Like I know, like they're literally like my brothers. The great equalizer is a martial arts club because the gods have your back. That's it. It's
oh
like
yeah.
that's it.
mhm.
If
And she does martial
not,
arts, folks.
yes, hell yeah. Like I don't want to fuck with Vassy, man. Just
I know, I'm terrified.
I'm lovely. How dare you?
Oh,
you know,
we're not saying you're not. Don't hit me, please.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, this is so
I just
funny.
don't want to get on your bad side.
No, but like
right?
I try and like mind my business, and then I literally just get added in things. I'm like, sir, I don't have the time, but I will dedicate 2 minutes to tell you why you're wrong. It's just like, and even the thing when you said about the Sam Wilson thing, oh my god, like the amount of nasty shite they've said to Haley Atwell since that episode went up. Like, what is wrong with you? Honestly, like,
Yeah. Like, what are the
Right.
qualifications? Because if it was reversed, they'd be complaining that they replaced a female Captain America with a man. It doesn't matter what you do, they're going to complain because they're miserable.
I don't think they're remembering. So that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was filmed 2 years ago. It got delayed. So if you think about how the merchandising line is working, like they have all the Peggy Carter stuff sitting there, but they had to completely re-edit Falcon and the Winter Soldier because the original storyline with that was there was a virus that was affecting everybody. So they obviously chickened out of that because what's going on. So they changed it to the stupid flag smasher thing. So that completely had to change the merch and everything. So then it's just a mess in the background. So they had the Captain Carter merch going, they had the Twitter ready and all that stuff. So they've had to switch things around. It's literally timing. It's come down to timing. And instead of them using their teeny tiny brains to figure out how this stuff actually works, it's just easier to jump on Haley Atwell and call her this, that, and everything else. And that my favorite bit of this is them telling everyone that Peggy don't mean shit and Steve didn't care about Peggy and they could have been she could have been written out of the story at any time, blah 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 blah. It's like, no. Did you watch the first film with like Steve, the first Avenger? Did you skip that? Like, I'm kind of confused.
It's like they're doing to Haley Atwell what they accused us of doing to Brie Larson, or what they did to Daisy
Yes.
Ridley, or what they did to Kelly Marie
Yep.
Tran. Like, it's starting to become a pattern, guys.
And then we get blamed for it, though. We get blamed for
Yeah.
it. But like I said, remember the Leticia Wright thing that I covered? How the weirdos
Yes.
chased her off Twitter because they called her an anti-vaxxer last year? Remember
With
that?
the help of Don Cheadle.
Yep. With the help of Don Cheadle, they chased her off Twitter. And when it came up, oh yeah, well, she's not on social media. And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Not mine. I
Toxic.
supported her. And
It's
yeah,
toxic
this same
white
thing with
men always.
right? The same thing with Haley Atwell. It's like, why would you attack her? All she did was play a part in a movie that she was paid to play. It had no bearing on Anthony Mackie. Nobody's saying he's not still Black Captain. He's not still Black Falcon.
Yeah.
This is a Black Falcon Captain America shirt. It says Black Falcon and the Winter it says Falcon and the Winter Soldier back here. I just have to make the jokes. It's funny because you need to do better. No, really, I'll stop preaching. But you need to do better, America. No, but it's like nobody, honestly, like, and we've said it. Falcon is an awesome character, dude. He was great.
Yes.
The show was just bad. Like it really didn't do the character any justice for what he's been through in the movies. And to bring this back, to say that Steve never cared about me, it's like, and no, Endgame was bad, but what was the whole end of it where he left to spend his life with her, you know? If he didn't care about her, what the hell? You know, these people, they're not fans. These people are not fans. They're just weird.
No, because I never
But
hear
yeah,
any fans.
there's no reason to attack Haley Atwell.
I've never heard any fans complain about Haley Atwell. Like everyone loved her as Peggy Carter, and if anything, I wanted to see more of her. And just because of the time she lived in, we didn't get to see it. So it's nice to be able to revisit and see her get a little more play in the MCU, anyways, even if it is kind of a one-off. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
funny how I know. Okay, I know we don't run in the same circles, but in the Sebastian, also Sebastian Stan's birthday today. So in the Sebastian Stan little fandom, the absolute crap getting lobbied at Steve for going back in time and how dare he abandon Bucky, and it's all Peggy's fault. I'm not messing. They got irate, and I was like, but you just didn't watch the first films then? Okay. They don't get it. They don't even watch the films, even though they're MCU fans. It's gas. It's actually so funny. And I'm just like, I don't have time to correct everyone today. So yeah, carry on. Off you top.
Well, it's just like Star Wars, and they call out what they want in Star Wars, but they don't watch it. They don't know the lore. They don't know why things are the way they are for a certain reason.
Exactly, yeah.
They just get mad because they want to see, the rainbow represented on screen. And it's like, well, if you really look, if you've actually seen any of the material, you know that Star Wars is diverse. Star Wars has strong female characters, always has. You know, I mean, look at, you got Mon Mothma, you got Princess Leia, Padme. I mean, there's a ton of female Jedi, and it's like, where are you? Oh, well, there's no diversity. It's like, did you not ever see Mace Windu, Lando Calrissian? This is a galaxy far, far away. This isn't just the next state or the next country over, you know? Mm-hmm. So why does there need to be human representation in an alien galaxy? Wouldn't it stand to reason that there'd be more aliens and humans would be more sparse? You know, I don't know, but it's just they try to the desire for unnecessary juxtaposition, I guess you could say, is ridiculous. It's humorous, these weirdos, and like I said, it's just a desire to ruin things and then move on. They are the locusts from Independence Day.
Yeah. It's I know yesterday when you spoke about the with the Tim Drake thing, and I find this is why I hate companies. So I find it fascinating when you could have had a main character be LGBTQ plus at an earlier time when it would have made a statement, but no, you did little side characters so you could still go, yeah, we're diverse, look at all this diversity we have over here. And now because you're not arsed lifting up those characters, it's easy for you to just change another character, and then everyone gets upset, and then instead of just taking accountability for the stupid business decision, everyone's a homophobe, boo. Yep. It's just like, stop it, because I can see what you're doing, and then I say it, and then I'm the problem, little old me over here. It's like, no.
I shared a meme on social media that goes right with what you said, and it was LeBron James blaming systematic racism for Space Jam 2 bombing, and someone jumped in the comments and laid out the numbers and the records the original Space Jam set, and he's like, it's not that we're systematic racists, it's that you're not Michael Jordan.
Yeah, basketball wasn't a big thing when I was a kid, but I remember who Michael Jordan was. We all knew who Michael Jordan was. I don't have a really clue who LeBron James is. Maybe I'm old. I don't know. He's not like megastar, if that makes sense to me anyway. So I was like, oh, whatever, it's a remake. But everybody knew who Michael Jordan was. Everybody. Yeah. It's just weird.
He transcended basketball. He was the Babe Ruth of basketball, and Those don't come around often.
Yeah, and even the
Sorry.
reference that I was watching, okay, I haven't seen it, but I saw stills of it and I found it weird. There was like Clockwork Orange characters in it. I was like, what? Like, okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit inappropriate.
Yeah. And then all the like that's WB, right? And they did Suicide Squad too. They're talking about a lot of dead kids in Suicide Squad too. Like, what's going on over at Warner Brothers?
There's like the 26 kids that Weasel murdered. Has anyone seen the newer Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E-Tip? Is it me?
Can
I
you
think
guys
it's
hear me?
E-Tip. I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're kind of breaking up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Can you hear me?
It's a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, now I can, yeah.
Now we can.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, LeBron James is a horrible actor, and the new Space Jam was shite. But hang on, I have a guest here. Come here. Come on. Come on.
Hi,
There you go.
it's me.
Oh,
Good morning, Trey.
morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, why don't you
We'll
tell
talk,
the
I
audience
guess
what
Jason really doesn't talk, Trey, does he?
well, how are you gonna call me a stinker? It's all the eyes.
Daddy, can I say one?
Do it.
What life bullshit is?
He likes saying the name of. Yeah. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing words for yourself? Oh. So he punches me. All right, thanks, bud. Give me my earbud back. Say bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye. You know, and to round it back to Marvel, because it's the little details that get me. That's what makes everything like worth it, all the connectivity. I really liked how when Iron Man 2 Howard Stark says I'm limited by the technology of my time.
Yeah.
So then in What If he gets his hands on the Tesseract and he creates the Hydro Buster, that was just interesting to see what he would do if he had more technology to work with.
And yeah, when they get that spot on, it's great. And then other movies have such bad writing, like Captain Marvel. But I see inconsistency with writing drives me mad sometimes.
Did I lose you guys?
I've lost E-Tap, I think.
Oh, okay, I thought it was me. No, I'm here.
This
Can
is
you hear
really
me?
bad for streaming. Yeah, there seems to be a delay.
Well, the wife just
All right.
woke up, so I'm
streaming
on
on
my computer.
All right. I'm streaming on Wi-Fi, which is and normally it's not bad, but apparently this morning it's extra touchy. So that's my issue with the delay. I apologize.
Yeah,
But,
my
'cause
wife just
the
woke
wife
up.
is the wife is working, so she's in the office.
Yeah, I know I've got a delay too,
See,
so
and
I'm
there I
gonna
lose
shoot
Tony.
over to my computer. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump over to my
Yeah,
computer in about
I
5
can hear you
minutes.
good, man.
So- okay. Because I know I got a bit
All
of
right.
delay on my end. So.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, look, see, and here he shows up just to rib me. It's like he knew there was problems going on, and Paulie shows up. Hail Latino slant. Let me give it to him. Orale, ese. Good morning, buenos diaz, Paulie. And that's the extent of my Espanol. No, I know a couple
Arriba
more
la
phrases, but
raza.
hey, man, welcome. Yeah, Boomer Blues. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks, Chris. I'll put that up there one more time. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. It is. I got the Boomer Blues, the streaming Boomer Blues, which is quite fitting because if you know anything about '80s movies, you know they sing the blues in this. Remember Adventures in Babysitting? Remember when they go to that
Yes.
club and they're in downtown? Ain't nobody leave this place without singing the blues. And that movie is responsible for my unhealthy obsession with Elizabeth Shue to this day. And after seeing her in Cobra Kai, I'm absolutely still 100% in love with her. I'm like, wow,
Yes.
She looks incredible, like absolutely amazing, and she's like 55 years old. So I'm like, good for you, Elizabeth Shue. But yeah, Adventures in Babysitting is just a fun movie. And,
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking forward to Cobra Kai coming back too.
Yeah, same.
I'm worried about
That's coming-
season 4.
Netflix
Just
wrote
'cause-
it. That's
Yeah, they're writing under Netflix.
Well,
this is the
yeah.
first one with Netflix.
Yeah, under Netflix.
involved. Yeah. So I'm hoping they don't. Netflix it up.
that's just what I was gonna say. Just don't Netflix it up.
Yeah.
Do you believe? I mean, but they still have the same showrunner and writers. So I'm just hoping, and it's already a diverse show. You know what I mean? Like that cast is ultra diverse. So, and it works. It all works naturally. So, I mean, I don't understand, what they could. I mean, what do you want? Kreese, Sensei Kreese is an evil white guy. You've got an evil white. You've got Daniel. You've got Johnny. You've got two main characters that are females in Samantha and Ryan Johnson's daughter Tori. And I borrowed that from Tony. That's Tony's line. I have to give you credit for that because that was great. Or as you called her,
borrowed it
Nintendo
from
Me.
Yeah. No, but dude, I borrowed it from Tori's head, so all credit goes to her.
Tori Johnson, daughter of Ryan
like
Johnson.
That's why she's just a badass, because you go to fight her and you get caught in her gravitational pull.
What Polly said, oh wait, Polly says let's do a Cobra Kai stream. Absolutely,
Yes.
man. Just DM me, brother. Just DM me. Me and Tony will be there with bells on. I freaking love that show. Are you kidding me? That is one show that like this season I plan on reviewing that I know I'm going to enjoy. Like my fingers are crossed. I shouldn't say that, but my fingers are crossed that it stays just as good. I mean, like I said, there's really nothing they can do to that. You've got everything in that show. You really do. Everybody's got it. Everybody's on there. Everybody's represented. It's like, I just
points of view.
literally, there's so many different story arcs and storylines. So it's a great show. Can you do next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time? 6 p.m. Pacific.
That'll be
is
9
what? That's
your time.
that'll be 9 my time. That's gonna fall right in the middle of our show. Because we have the Wednesday night. I'll DM you, Paulie. We'll set it up. I'll DM you, and we'll work out a day. Because I have my regular Rogue Entertainment show on Wednesdays. But no, man, this show it's solid. Runner says Cobra Kai is awesome. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Would Draven say Cobra Kai is amazing? How you respect the old white ushering the new? Respect the old while ushering the new. Yeah, that's the deal. Is you've got the first generation, the second generation, and then you got the young cats. Which is it's great because it sets up future stories and it's giving us the chance to care about these characters. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Miguel and what's his Johnny's son, and then Samantha and Tori, and then you've got the other ancillary characters, but you have a chance to develop a few of them as well too. Like what's his name, Hawk with the mohawk, that kid.
Oh, he's so good. He's like, and he trains so much to like get for the role, and he's really talented. Like, he's a really good martial
Mhm.
arts kid.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it that a lot of those guys are doing there. You know, they learn how to fight for the show, so it's like it looks better and it comes across better to the audience.
Yeah, exactly.
But am I still roboting?
No, you're fine, my son.
Okay, all right, all right. I just want to make sure. I'm self conscious about it. I keep looking at my Wi-Fi at the bottom of the thing. I need to get another Ethernet cable. I've already got one hooked up. I can get another one. Screw it. I'll do that when I go shopping for beer today for my trip.
Yeah, bear.
So that's
Yeah,
so. Like I
important,
said, well, I've got a. I take a cooler wherever I go. Like if we're going on a
Oh.
trip, like when we went to Loudy's wedding in July when we met up with the bullshitters. It's like we come into the hotel. It's like we got our 3-4 bags, and then I've got a huge cooler full of beer. And then I stopped and bought a smaller cooler to take drinks room to room. So it's yeah. So I was taking stock of my beer in the fridge. I've got my beer fridge in the garage, and I was like, I come in, I've got 28 beers, and the wife's like, "Are you taking all those?" I'm like, well, I'm going away for a night. I'm like, yeah, probably. I was like, I want to have enough, and I've got like 2/5. I'm like, I think we should be good. I'm like, I think I should be good. She's like, well, she goes, you don't need to take all those. I'm like, you're right. I should probably get more.
Always come prepared. Every time.
Right. Right. And then, like I said, you got to have a small cooler to take your beer like room to room in the hotel. But so that's, I got all my bases covered, and I got the rolling cooler, so I can just put my bag on top of that and carry my bag and the cooler all in one. I only had 4 bags in Indiana, 4 or 5, I think, something like that. But then I had stuff on hangers too, man. I had my evening wear was on hangers, my suits and my dress shirts and my suit for the wedding and stuff like that. So yeah, let's see. Cavatano Calvaryman Che says Pat Morita would have been proud of what was carried on the memory of his character. Oh, absolutely. That was one thing I think, and they really had. I saw some complaints. Vassy, did you watch? You watched Cobra Kai, right? You watched the whole show.
I didn't, Asia.
Okay, so that was one of the articles I saw was a complaint that there was no Asian representation on this show for a show about martial arts, and I'm like, if you look at it from the Daniel arc they pushed, Mr. Miyagi's influence is all over this show. Like it is all over the show.
But they went to Japan and everything. What?
Yep.
Did I just make that up in my head? We all went to Japan.
Yeah, no, your head canon doesn't count, Vassy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Aw.
No,
That's so
yeah, they did. It was one of those garbage tier, websites, and there's Tony. He's back.
Yeah,
And,
I had to move over to my computer. Much better.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. But we were talking about the Cobra Kai, where how they remember the complaint last year that there was no Asian representation in the show, even though Mr. Miyagi's like presence loomed over the whole show, and like Vassy just said, they went to Japan, and he met up with his old rival, and that was such a good arc. It was such a good arc. Good morning, hail my sketchbook
well.
340. Yeah. Yeah, the little girl that he saved ended up being the one that worked for the car company.
Yeah.
Helped save his dealership. It's like, dude, all these people that were in the original show that were not white were there in, they may not have had like a multiple episode arc, but they were very prominent figures from Daniel's past that, played a big part in it. And it's like, I don't understand what the complaint was, or the grounds for the complaint were in the first place.
Because there's no reality. For these people, there is no truth but power. So, dude, why don't you go check out the crime statistics against Asians in San Francisco? Or why don't you go check out Yale's process of bringing in new students and see what they do to, I don't think there's enough Asian representation at Yale and Harvard. So, and my complaints based in reality. So when they talk about there's no Asian representation on Cobra Kai, again, they're morons who probably haven't even watched the show. Kyler is a fantastic heel who's been around since season 1.
Yep.
He's one of those guys you just love to hate. So when they say there's no Asian representation, Mr. Miyagi is felt in every aspect of this show. He feels like he's just watching, he's there.
So realistically, what they want is the lead character to be Asian. So Miguel doesn't count because he's Hispanic.
Well, then go write your
Yeah.
own fucking show.
Yeah, right. It's like you have a strong male Latino up and coming lead character right there in Miguel. You know what I mean? And it's like they can't handle that because he's a man, And that's what it is. I mean, let's be honest. He's a heterosexual, male lead. So
Yeah.
it's
Who's
that
going
that
from
pisses him
weak
off,
and
and it's
beta. Yeah.
you want, it's like the Russell Crowe meme. Are you not entertained?
But they cut the do you remember the teenage girl who was a person of color? They cut her out of the show. They cut her out of the show.
Yes.
So-
Samantha's friend.
Yes,
Right?
that girl, yeah. She got
Well,
cut.
she was black. Yeah, they
Yeah,
cut
and-
her out, which didn't
And they never
doesn't make
explained
sense.
it to her. It was never officially said to her why she wasn't asked back. She was just kind of like, off you, bye.
Well, see, that's, in season 2, there were certain characters who weren't around, and then they came back for season 3 because this is quite the ensemble show. There's a lot of characters. I know Kyler. I know the blonde friend of Sam and Rain. She wasn't around. They played it off like she was on summer vacation. So it kind of makes sense, just in a realistic perspective, that some students would get pulled out of that school after that big brawl, and she might be back in season 4. You don't know. But if she does come back, it's going to mean a lot more than if they never took her away in the first place, because I like her character. She was a badass, and when she does come back, where is she going to fall? Is she going to be with Eagle Fang Miyagi-Do over there, or is she going to be under John Kreese, So I think I heard about that, like something about she couldn't even pay her rent and they cut her.
Yes.
It's like she might come back, but again, that sucks about your rent. But you did do 2 seasons and no one made you be an actor. Well, maybe your parents, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
You should have saved some of that. Should have saved some of that money though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like she's not getting paid to be on the show. So
Yeah, but yeah, I
did
think
0 seasons and I'm paying my rent.
same. I think well, she was explained like her mom made her go to a different school after the brawl at the school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's how they but I thought that was like the end of it. And my sketchbook says her arc was really done. They answered that, plus they were looking to build other characters. Yeah, that's it. They don't, and it's like, they had her. She was there for a couple seasons, but you don't want to keep a character around just to keep them around, because then the audience starts to get apathetic towards them. To where it's like they don't care, and apathy towards a character is worse than just not liking the character because of their actions on screen. To where you're like, when they're on screen, you're just like you're on your phone, you're walking away from the TV, or you're fast forwarding the show. So
yeah, you
that
didn't want
is,
her to become 11 years of John Cena's wrestling career.
oh god,
Ooh.
oh god, no.
I got that reference.
Oh yeah, no thank you, my sketchbook said she was a good character though. Absolutely, she was. Cavitano Calvaryman Che says that raised double dong, more like poor people of Oriental rice representation. Oh, I love my chat. I love my chat. So, but seriously, like, what do you guys think they're gonna do moving forward? We've got Terry Silvers is coming back.
Yeah.
This season, so that is I don't know how they're gonna wrap this arc up with him and increase, but I just hope they execute it right. I really do. Like I said, the show has such a good trajectory. The writing has been spot on. The fight choreography is awesome. I do. I think, like I said, my only complaint is, hey, let's see if the girls are gonna fight with the guys. Let's see the girls get punched in the face and thrown across the room every now and then. You know what I mean? All things being equal. Because if you look at, like, I was kind of laughing. You see, what was her name? Tori was fighting that one big ass black dude, and she's just whipping the shit. I'm like, he weighs 290 pounds. I'm like, if he hits her once, she's not just gonna shake it off. And I'm like, yeah, I know she might be a little bit quicker, but I'm like, come on, let's make, this show is really realistic. Now let's I understand the need in modern Hollywood to have a lot of the times with the casting, you'll have these tiny little women, and they're like, look at Batwoman. Like I said, it's always overly accommodating stuntmen. Look at Birds of Prey, because I unfortunately just watched that again before Suicide Squad.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Vassy, you act like you don't know how masochistic I am. Come on.
That's too much. Why would you do that to yourself? Jesus.
Well, I was getting ready to watch the Suicide Squad, so I watched Suicide Squad again. I watched Birds of Prey, and then watched the Suicide Squad because I wanted to see just how screwed up Harley Quinn has been over the course of these three movies, and how different her accent is in all of them, and it's just yeah. All right, Draven, we'll see you later, brother. He says he's got to get some sleep. Have a great one, man. God, yeah, but I just let's see, Tori and Sam, if they're fighting the boys, I'm sorry, you're going to get knocked down a few times, That's all. Outside of that, I have no complaints with the show, really. I don't. It's one of the shows where I'm just like, I think, wait, what's this? What did Ray's Double Dong say? Whoops. Do you think they'll bring back Daniel's love interest character, Jessica, for Cobra Kai Season 3? Wait, Jessica.
From Karate Kid 3, Blake Lively's sister. I think that's who he's talking about. I'll Google it.
In Karate Kid 3, Jesus, let me see here. Wait, no, I just have the Karate Kid. I was going to look at the box, but I've just got the first one.
Jessica Andrews.
Do you have a picture of her? Just pull it up.
Yeah, I'll
That's what
share my screen.
Yeah.
See
you later,
Blake
Laura,
Lively's
44.
sister.
Okay.
So
it's like her shoot sister. That's like her sister.
Yeah. Robin Lively. The thing is this, though, that there was a little bit of flirting, but then she told Daniel that she was going to try to make it work with her boyfriend back in New Jersey or wherever she was from, and so they just decided to play it off as friends in the show. So I don't know if it counts as a love interest, but I know it was a bit of a honey dick. Because she was seriously flirting with Daniel at first. She's like, "What are you doing later?" And like, giving him a little chubby, and then they get out on their date, and she's like, "I got to be honest, I'm gonna get back with my ex-boyfriend. I'm flying back home." And it was like, she's like, "So can we just be friends?" And he's like, "Sure." It was like, damn, that hurts.
Right?
I don't remember any of this. I need to rewatch this.
I know. I haven't seen the third one in I don't know how long. Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched the third one. Like I said, I have the first and the second one, but I do not have the 3rd on Blu-ray and DVD. Not even Betamax. Not even Laserdisc, Tony. Not even
Not
freaking
even
Laserdisc, man.
What's wrong
Yeah,
with
second
you,
I
man?
gotta
Everyone
figure
has
this.
the laser disc. Like
That's
if
what I
you don't,
thought too.
yeah, like if you don't have Karate Kid 3 on Laserdisc, we can't be friends. Which is probably why I'm so lonely.
I know. I see. That's why we get along so well. Man.
Sorry, guys, I need a
wait, what
quick
is this?
second.
Yeah. So it says it looks like Sam finally lost some weight and started doing some actual fight training. That actress had bothered me. She was supposed to be training since she was a child, plus her physique. Yeah, she wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't very toned. I mean, if she got more toned up, good for her. You know, like I said, it just adds to the realism of the character to me. That's why, like I said, man, when they were talking about speaking of role change ups, did you see they race swapped Batgirl too, Vassy?
No.
Yeah, for the Batgirl, it's a show. I can't remember if they're doing a show or I think it's a movie. Let me pull this up here. Man, I am running. Running slow here. So let's see. Bat. Because the redhead. Of course. And yeah. So we have the actress playing her. Where's it at? I'm trying to find it here. Leslie Grace lands the role of Barbara Gordon. God damn it. My computer's running so slow. I don't even... yeah, I saw my sketch... Zolo is up for the role of Blue Beetle. I saw they were looking at somebody for that role, but I wasn't sure. I can't remember who. I couldn't remember who it was. That is that is Blue Beetle. See, I'm not familiar with the character. I've just basically through a Google search. That's why I had to figure it out and listen to other people talk about who it is. Is that somebody that either of you are familiar with, the Blue Beetle character?
Not really, no.
Makes me think of Owen Hart. So no.
I'm not the Blue Blazer. I'm not a Nugget. I'm the Blue Beetle. Let's see. Here is the young lady that's playing Barbara Gordon right here. Beautiful young woman, not a redhead. That's not Barbara Gordon. You know what I mean?
Is this connected to
yeah. So the
Matt
studio was
Reeves
already.
one?
I can't remember honestly. She was her breakout role in The Height sealed her deal as their choice. Let's see. The film it's a movie on HBO Max. Yeah. Oh boy, the script is from Christina Hodson. That's great. Do you know what Christina Hodson wrote? She wrote Birds of Prey.
No.
Oh, shit.
She wrote Birds of Prey.
Oh,
No.
shit.
Yep.
Oh, God, that was such a bad movie. It was so bad.
Oh, right.
Blue Beetle's a DC character. Okay.
I still don't know what Birds of Prey was supposed to be or what they were aiming for. I'm just it was just a fucking mess, that entire movie.
Do you know what it was supposed to be? Kathy Ann wanted to do a chick flick, and she did a chick flick and then just used DC skins, because that whole segment of Harley having her girls' night out and she's having too many shots and stuff, it's just a chick flick.
The thing, though, the chick flick, don't they, usually ending up finding the value of sisterhood, and they actually do things together. It's just not Harley Quinn defeating the antagonist, and then the rest of the girls run up like, what happened? Like,
Well, they
Right.
did that at the end with the bad fight scene. That was really embarrassing.
Oh.
Bad, but
yeah.
That I put that fight scene in a video, and I think I mixed it over either the Benny Hill theme song or
oh,
yeah,
perfect. Yeah.
it was Benny Hill. I was like, that was well worth the copyright claim.
Now that's gonna be in my head all fucking day.
Yep. Harley on her frickin' roller skates. Yeah, when did she have time to change? Because the plot needed her to get on roller skates and go 60 miles an hour. You see, my wife even, she goes, that was so dumb.
It's just embarrassing. Like, it embarrassed the character. And then she got fixed in the new Suicide Squad. That's fine. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was oh god. Yeah, that movie just it was terrible and offensive on every level. Like, I don't know who ruined Roman Sionis worse. Birds of Prey or Batwoman.
No, Zaz was ruined worse. Zaz was so bad. Oh no.
Victor Zsasz was actually better in Batwoman.
Yes.
The TV show.
God, yes.
He was. The Victor Zsasz in this literally did nothing. Like, you got nothing out of him. It was ridiculous.
He sulked and did bad acting. It's okay. Oh, so bad.
Yeah, he brooded. He brooded. That's what he did.
Broody. Defo broody.
Like, I lost respect for Ewan McGregor after that. Like, geez, like, you know, like, yeah, yes, cheating on your wife is bad, but this role, bro. What the fuck? Like, this is your craft. What are you fucking doing, dude? Midlife crisis.
Oh my god, that's freaking hilarious.
Like, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
like,
this is-
I can forgive you for, you know, breaking up your marriage, but that performance, unforgivable.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Ewan and frickin' Huntress, man. That's literally what I said to my wife too. I'm like, you see that one? I was like, that's the one Ewan left his wife for. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, he was married, because I remember his daughter found out about it and like kind of blasted him for it, publicly, and and I'm like, what's the chick played Mary Elizabeth Winstead. That's her name. Her character was so boring in that movie. Like, she was like just nothing. Like, there was nothing there. She didn't like have any. There was no range. I mean, is it just me?
But like, Kathy Ann wanted her own cut of it. I'm like, can you all stop between her and David Ayer? I swear to God, if I have to see any more David Ayer fanboys on my threads,
No
saying,
shit.
we don't care about your old ass film.
I'm
no
good
one cares,
without that.
sir. No.
Yeah, and fuck Jared Leto. Sorry, but fuck him. I don't need to see more of him as Joker. I'm okay. I'm good. I don't care what you had planned out. He doesn't make a good Joker. There, I said it.
It's too much. Like, you had your time. And like, the thing is, like, Margot was at the premiere for her new movie and they're badgering her with questions about the Ayer cut, and you can tell she was getting peed off with them. And like, leave the woman alone. Like no. Like, that's just gonna make her push back against it, and you need the cast on side.
Well, she's talking about walking away from the role for a while now. It's like, I don't blame her.
Not the stuff they've been saying. Like, I always say there's like Snyder fans and there's Snyder bros, and there's Ayer fans and Ayer bros. And when Ayer bros and Snyder bros hooked up, it's just like when you say apparently the new Suicide Squad had pointless dialogue and the scenes were drawn out when you're a Snyder bro, sir. Like, Justice League was 4 hours long, with most of being slow-mo. Like, no. Like miss me with that.
If you took it off the slow-mo, it would actually be a 90-minute movie.
Oh, with dodgy CGI. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Look at this. My sketchbook says, "Oh, he's talking about Ewan McGregor leaving his wife for Mary Elizabeth Winstead." He says, "What, for that plank of wood?" He goes, "What is it with Europeans, hot women at home? Let me get caught with things like Liz Hurley's ex." Yeah.
Yes.
Hugh. What's his
Hugh
name?
Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Didn't he get? Was it an Eddie Murphy thing? He got caught. Was it just a regular
Yeah.
prostitute, or was it a transgender prostitute? Was it trans?
I think she was
Or
just
was it a
really
prostitute?
ugly.
I
don't
think she's
think Yeah.
I okay.
Let me Google. I
Like,
should
it
know
would've
I
this.
couldn't remember.
It would
Yeah.
have been better if she were trans. Like,
Oh, it just says caught with prostitute.
no, let me look, because
That's
I
funny.
remember this chick. Hugh Grant's prostitute. Let's pull this chick up, because I remember. Yeah, there she is. There she is. Let me share this screen. Oh, she's so hot. Hugh, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Let's see. Divine Brown. That's her name, isn't it?
Yeah,
It was
like,
Divine
what?
Brown.
You're married to Elizabeth Hurley, bro. Well, and she's not that bad looking, but I mean, you're married
Not
to
Liz
Elizabeth
Hurley.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what are
No.
you doing? Jeez.
But like Ben Affleck cheated on Jennifer Garner with the nanny, sir. What are you thinking?
Or fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, man.
Oh, that was the worst one. That one was the worst one.
It's like find out 19
Oh.
years later when he looks and talks just like you. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Guess what, bud? You are the father.
Yeah.
That's a man, baby.
Yeah, it's like, what's her name? Consuela on Family Guy. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger cheated on whatever her name is with fucking Consuela, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
She was a
He's like-
Kennedy, wasn't she? His wife?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Pratt baby, Chris Pratt and Christina Schwarzenegger's baby, that's a fucking super baby, man. That's got all kinds of bloodlines running through its veins.
Oh yeah. It's yeah. That's definitely super frickin' super baby material
Yeah.
right there. Nah, Garner isn't hot to me at all. See, that's like
How dare you?
the uh-oh.
I'm mad. It was Garner. Jennifer Garner is beautiful.
I think she's I like her physique. I like her build, especially her shoulders. She's built really well. I dig that. She
Great
takes care of
shoulders.
herself. She does. She takes care of herself. That looks good. That looks good in a dress. It really does with shoulders like yeah. And she has some nice guns on her too. So I dig that. She's pretty. Not like
Yeah.
I don't know. Not like it's almost like the Hillary Swank bit in The Office, if you guys remember that, where they were no, Pale Rider, she doesn't have man shoulders. In The Office, where they're debating over Hillary Swank whether she's hot or not. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yep, it's like that whole debate, you know. Shit, but no, really, I dig. Yeah, Jennifer. I thought Electra, man. God, that movie was rough.
Wow.
Oof.
I never noticed
that-
before, but I guess Jennifer Garner is kind of built like Juventud Guerrera. Wow.
Juventud.
She's just got a prettier face.
Now you've got me Googling.
No, I think Jennifer Garner is beautiful, honestly. Like, I never noticed her shoulders or anything. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I don't
you know,
mind.
she seems like she's just such a nicer person than Jennifer Lopez. And I've met Jennifer Lopez in person too. And like,
Have you?
yeah.
What was
I
she like?
worked. Well, I worked the Latin Grammys in 2011, so that was a really fun experience. I was getting to walk stars up and down the green carpet because it was here in Las Vegas, and then she was with Mark Anthony at that time.
Oh.
So, you know, her and Mark Anthony show up, and number one, I got to say, you know, Jennifer Lopez is a beautiful woman, but even then, the camera doesn't do her justice. And when she showed up and we actually made eye contact for a few moments, I mean, she's just kind of glowing in person. She's very, very beautiful, but it's not like I didn't get to talk with her for a bit, but my dad used to deal cards to Ben Affleck when they were together the first time, and just from some of his stories and then what I've heard through the media and through rumors, she doesn't seem like she's like the nicest person. And you just don't hear those same rumors with Jennifer Gardner. Just one example, when Ben Affleck would tip my dad at the end of the night, because my dad deals baccarat. Jennifer Lopez would get mad when Ben would tip, because he would tip well. He's Ben Affleck. But she would kind of like roll her right. You don't have to tip that much, but like $200 or something. That's nothing to them. So just little things like that. I feel like Ben Affleck would probably have been happier if he stuck with Jennifer Gardner. Just my opinion. Maybe he likes the abuse.
If he didn't go with J-Lo, though, we never would have had Fat Butt and Pancake Head and taco flavored kisses, make taco flavored kisses. I think she fired 2 people off the set of Hustlers for talking about that, and she overheard them.
Wow.
She hates that.
She takes
hates
herself
that.
too serious.
Wait, my sketchbook says J-Lo is fugly without makeup, and she's stuck up as heck.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ray's double dong. Ray's double dong had to take off. Take care, brother. It's there. He's down under, so it's the opposite time down there. So it's very late. Good night, bro. He says Gallery. My sketchbook says Garner's a nice person. Cavatano, Calvaryman Che says Jenny from the block. South Park. Yes, I referenced South Park, man. I was watching a video and they were talking about that the other day, about her firing those two people off the set of Hustlers. Yeah, because of that shit. They were like production assistants. So yeah, they got fired because they were kind of joking around about the fucking taco flavored kisses. I just like saying that. It's fun. Fucking Cartman.
You gotta be kind of dumb to be on set with her and talk about that, being on just in case, but Jesus, I don't know if I'd be able to stop myself.
I know, especially if she's like got mad and started like yelling, like it would be very hard not to start. I gotta watch my language. I think my wife's got the door open in the office. I don't want her phone call. Her customer hear me cuss in the background.
It's kind of funny though, because if she gets mad and starts yelling, she plays right into the stereotype they're talking about.
Yep. And that is funny. Honestly, it is. Shit. Hey, Free Guy comes out tonight too. Is anybody going to see that?
It does. I want to see that.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Is that the Ryan Reynolds?
I'm gonna have to
film?
see if it's playing at my. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. I am. I'm gonna see if it's playing at my local theater. If it is, I might see if the wife wants to go see that tonight.
Jeremy Johns gave it a pretty good review. In fact, because it's having to do with the video games, he said he accidentally called it a video game instead of a movie a time or two on his review, because that's like such a good job they did. I guess is at like transcending the genres.
Interesting.
Yeah, he says it feels like a video game when you're watching it.
Like our cinemas are back open, but they're just playing. They're just playing Godzilla versus Kong, and they're playing Suicide Squad and Black Widow. Like it's just stuff that I've already seen, so that isn't even available. I'm like, can you please get some new films? I'd like to leave the house.
Ours was we went to see Black Widow. And I didn't get to see Jungle Cruise. I was gonna go watch that, but we had company up, so I didn't go. Parrot Head's in the house. Hail Parrot Head, purveyor of memes. Parrot Head, Cavatano, Calvaryman Che, Let's see. He says Brian Reynolds for Xbox Live. We got Keely Chow. What did Keely Chow say? The only reason why Mission Impossible movies are so good because of Tom Cruise as both the star and the producer. J.J. Abrams deserves little credit. Yeah, the hell of J.J. Abrams. My sketchbook says, hey, there's a documentary that she never actually sang lead on her first hit, The Six. It's all background singers and vocals. One was Christina Milian, who got in trouble for calling it out. Oh, damn. That's fun. That's funny too because Christina Milian, I can say, is actually she's pretty.
Yeah, she's talented.
Not actually singing that. That's funny. Oh shit. So what does everybody have planned the rest of it?
So you're breaking up.
Tommy Mottola lifted up J-Lo to smash his ex for leaving.
Hold on.
That's why
Can
Mariah
you hear me?
hates J-Lo. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Why does Mariah hate J-Lo?
So Mariah was married to Tommy Mottola, and then when they split up, Tommy was pushing J-Lo's career to get back at Mariah, and that's why Mariah hates J-Lo. Do you not remember the interview when they asked Mariah about
Okay.
J-Lo, and she went, who?
I don't. That's Jesus.
The shade. The shade is so good.
And then Mariah went on
says
to
who?
have. No, Mariah went on to have like a nervous breakdown after dating Eminem or something.
Yep. Slim Shady done messed her up.
I feel bad, Mariah Carey is one of those people like, no, she wasn't like a childhood performer, but she did start very, very young. So it's like kind of all she knows. It's got to be a lot of pressure. And so like you see Britney Spears snap, you see Mariah Carey snap. It's like, maybe we should, for Hollywood and everyone always calling out mental health or this or that, maybe we should give these people some time to rehab and meditate and kind of get back to normal in between albums, I don't know.
Well, they march out like Britney on her social media to do videos to show she's okay, and she's clearly not okay. Like she looks exhausted and she looks drawn and she's not hasn't eaten. But it's like, yeah, let's do a TikTok, and it's like she's clearly not well at all.
Yeah. It's the modern day equivalent of like when the Romans used to feed plebs to the lions for everyone else's entertainment. It really we're sacrificing humans for our own entertainment.
Yeah, they don't like. I find it so stupid. Like she can't be let in charge of her own money, but you can wheel her out for Vegas to do shows every night. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. And for money she doesn't even get to see or touch.
Exactly. And I find it weird when we saw like her whole career, her mother's been there, and now randomly her father is in charge of that conservatorship. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a good comment right here from my sketchbook 340. Let's be honest. Had Selena not died, there wouldn't be J-Lo. She played her, then stole her shtick. Problem is, Selena was a nice person. Yep.
It's hard to go back and watch the Selena movie now that I've seen the show. And before the show even came out, it's like once Jennifer Lopez became so pronounced, it was hard to go back and watch Selena and see Selena. I just saw Jennifer Lopez. But that's in comparison to like, when she first did the movie, that was at the beginning of her acting career and everything after In Living Color.
Yeah.
We were talking about that last night. I missed that show. In Living Color.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. My sketchbook 340 says, yeah, Britney is proof of MK Ultra gone wrong. Oh, if there was anybody that was part of that program, it would not surprise me if it was Britney Spears, in all honesty. You know what I mean? Like that. Remember when they said Eminem was on TV and he was glitching because of the MK Ultra control? He was being interviewed. It was like a college football game, and he was just all zoned out. I was like, he was probably on a handful of Xanax.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
I mean, Jesus. No, I think I don't know. I don't even remember what we were talking about before we got off on this sidetrack. I have no idea.
We were talking about Jennifer Garner's shoulders and Ben Affleck, and before that, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
Something
it's
about
great.
the Snyder cut, and
The Snyder cut. Damn it. What my sketchbook says the show is garbage, produced by her dad and filled with lies. He's an asshole. Everyone text knows that. Let's see.
damn.
Before J-Lo had all those plastic surgeries. My sketchbook, Brittany did glitch in an interview. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. You know, I mean, I think her whole meltdown was probably stemmed from that. When she remember back in the day when she shaved her head?
Yeah.
That was a
And
call for help.
Oh my God, yes. And then South Park, you know, they did that whole skit on her, with you know, blowing she blew like half her head off.
Yeah, Jesus.
That was
I forgot
savage.
about that. Yeah,
Oh,
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Right? It's yeah. You're looking back at that going, "Oh my God, like what the," but you know, it's, I don't know, man. I think yeah, she's definitely been programmed mentally since the time she was a child. You know what I mean? Because Mickey Mouse Club kid. Here we go, right here. That's what Cavatano Cavalryman Che says. MK Ultra must be involved in the Mickey Mouse Club. Yep, her handles were
Demi
messing with her.
Lovato.
Oh, Demi Lovato. God, yeah, she's another one. That girl went from like just, she's like a roller coaster.
See, like I was saying the other day, with Drake Bell, and he recently got in trouble for some stuff with minors, you know, and how the old saying goes, you know, not everyone who was abused goes on to abuse, but everyone who does abuse was once abused. So that makes me, you know, what he did was wrong, and he deserves to go to prison for that. But when you just take it another step farther, it makes you think, what happened to him so he would turn out this way? And the same thing with Demi Lovato, because to me it seems like the same demon, just handling it different ways. Drake Bell went on and diddled a kid. Demi Lovato went on and overdosed on H, you know. Again, we're feeding the people the lions. You know, these people will never have a normal life. These people will never feel content with themselves because of a lot of times choices that they didn't make in life, but their parents did, or whoever else, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it breaks down to the parents. If you left your child there to whatever happened to them, and there's no accountability with the parents. And like every time we have someone having a meltdown, it's like, let's laugh and point, but no one's holding the parents accountable.
Yes, like the 1,200 parents who sent their kids to a cuties audition.
Oh yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's disgusting, because there's tapes of all those little girls auditioning for that movie, and they're floating around out there to a bunch of Hollywood weirdos and producers.
Yep.
You know, which I think a lot of that leads to a lot of the human trafficking issues we have. I really do. And that's disgusting. It really does, because that's, yeah, these bastards are all sick. But I hate to end on that note on a Friday the 13th. I really do. we have to take it home now. So I'd like to thank Tony and Vassy for joining me this morning. Thank you. Let me kick it over to Vassy. I'll let her go ahead and plug her channel and what she's got coming up.
I always mess this up. What do I do? Oh yeah, I stream. Yeah, I stream every Tuesday. We play Until Dawn. and then I review random crap on the internet. So I'm reviewing What If at the minute, and then I'm trying to get movie reviews up. But Lionsgate hate me and feel the need to flag my channel all the time. So hopefully I'll have more reviews up next week. But that's what I do, and I talk absolute shite on Twitter. So there you go.
Well, thank you for joining us, Vassy. It was great having you back on.
Thank you for having me, guys.
You're welcome. And of course, my brother Tony ToneDef.
I really don't get it. It's like, stop bringing awareness to our films and flag
Pretty
your
much.
channel. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Bloody Lionsgate.
yeah.
Right?
So, guys, we had a bit of a health scare in my household. So, for the past month, I haven't been as active, and I apologize for that. I went onto my YouTube studio, saw for the past 30 days my subscriber count was -2. So I'm like, I better do something. So I got a live stream in the other day. I'm coming back at you with more live streams here very soon. I want to they're not very popular within this community, but I think I'm going to review Skyward Sword. And also I have The Order 1886, which is a bit of an older game. It came out with the PlayStation, but a dear friend of mine, Mr. Salvador from 2 Cents Toys, sent me over that game. So I'm going to be playing that and reviewing it too. Me and ETAP might get on some wrestling reviews here soon, now that
Yep.
WCW's on the cock. Yep. So... yeah, just thank you everyone for sticking out the past month. I know I hadn't been around as much, and just stay tuned. Head on over to the Clown World Review. Check out some of the content we have. Exclusive tape of Gina Carano getting fired. Sneak peek at Disney's Wakanda Land. All kinds of stuff over there. Or if you just want a hot take on some of today's pop culture topics, come check us out. And go subscribe to Vassy Reviews, because she's better than I am.
Oh,
I'm just going to
stop.
put it out there. Go subscribe.
Oh, hell. I love you guys both, man. You guys are awesome. Morning, McKinney Draws and Andy McCallum. They're joining in right at the tail of the show. Yeah, we've been going for almost 2 hours, man. And yeah, subscribe to the Clown World Review. Make sure you subscribe to Vassy Reviews, because if you don't, she will shame you on Twitter and completely emasculate you, because that's what strong women do, right?
There's some
all day, 24/7.
there's some great poetry
Just-
over on her channel.
Yeah,
I knit.
yeah. She
I put
reads.
up videos of
She's
knitting.
into the. She's into the fireside poets. She's got some Henry David Thoreau over there. She's got some. She's actually done a reading of On Golden Pond. It's amazing.
I'll have you know.
But,
I'll have you know. I have some Byron coming soon on the channel. Yeah.
Oh hell! Look at you, all fancy and classy. I did have something dropped into my lap. I'm getting ready to pull that up right now, but I need a link to Tony's channel to throw in the chat, because my sketchbook asked for it, and there you go, right there. I just put it in there. That is
Sorry, I
the
forgot
Clown
to
World
track
Review.
links.
You're good. You're good. Keely Chow's Vassy has a lovely voice. She should be doing
Aw, thank
ASMR.
you.
I'm telling you. And you could do, like, I've heard all different kinds of ASMR, and if you just wanted to be mean, Vassy, I'm sure you could do that too. You could, like, shame people to sleep.
Do you know what's
She's sitting
funny?
there going, just,
I played Until Dawn, and for some random reason, I started whispering it, and then I was told to stop because it was weird. I don't think the ASMR thing is gonna work.
damn it. let me
Foiled again.
Rats foiled again. I still wanted to record an intro package for my show. Check this out. This was sent to me. Horatio Sands groomed and assaulted underage fan at a cast party. So Horatio Sands is in some trouble now. He's in some trouble. I had not heard about this.
Is there a more preachy show than Saturday Night Live?
No, there is not. And for all the shite that they talked between 2016 and 2020, the chickens are coming home to roost.
Yes.
Yeah, so the girl, so right here, just quickly, she was 17 at the time and was running an SNL fan site in May 2002 when Sands took her on a limo ride. And yeah, there. I'm not reading the rest of that. You can read it on the screen, or you can read the article.
He took her on a limo ride, but there was no limo there. So use your imagination.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, he's in some trouble. And I hope he gets what the hell's coming to him. You know what I mean? I guess Boat Trip looks like an even worse movie now.
Did you cover the Joel Kinnaman thing, P?
I talked about that on a stream the other night about that stalker, his ex, the model Bella Davis, was threatening his family, and her list of demands was so ridiculous. Like, she wanted him to get her a verified Instagram account, like connections in Hollywood, like a deal with a studio. Like, it was like, oh my God. I was like, it would be, forgive me for saying this, it would be cheaper and easier just to like put her in a bag and throw her in the river. Like,
and she wanted a Sports Illustrated cover. I was like, what is going on?
I'm like, is that even relevant anymore?
No.
I was like, that's like, I thought she was going to ask to be on the cover of Maxim after that.
Absolutely ridiculous. And it was right at the premiere of the film as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is by groomed. I'm betting they don't mean picked fleas and ticks off of them. This is Brutal Morningwood.
Yeah.
You would be correct, Brutal Morningwood.
But they did squeeze anal glands.
Oh,
yeah, they made sure. Pursuing Paranormal is back again. Headphones died on me. I was like mine last night. Yeah. But yeah, so Horatio Sands in some trouble. Joel Kinnaman, I don't think he's in trouble. I think that his stalker is going to find out just how that works. And I mean, it's like, what, he didn't, if he didn't do anything, he said they only had 2 actual physical encounters where they were intimate. So we'll see how that whole thing turns out. But yeah, I don't think, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we only know one side of the story as of right now, but let's be honest, she's making these insane demands, and that makes me think that she's trying to grasp onto something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This reminds me of like Amber Heard so much. Like if Amber Heard didn't have a way into Hollywood, this is what she would be doing.
Yep. Grifter. Even a bigger grifter than she already is anyway, and bed shitter anyway. Shitter of the beds is Amber Heard.
Yeah.
God. So this has been fun. This has been the Friday the 13th mornings with the Place to Be reviews. I know Vassy and Tony have got to get going. I got to get going. I got stuff to do, and we've gone for almost 2 hours. So thanks to my panel. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Brutal Morningwood, Keely Chow, Pursuing Paranormal, My Sketchbook 340, Andy McCallum. Who else was here? McKinney Draws, Cavatanio, Cavalryman Che. Parrot Head is here. Superfan Adam Shawhan, Frank Shawhan and the Wiener Dog Clan. Welcome to my madhouse. Ray's Double Dong was here. Maria with T and Telly. Hey Maria, I'm sorry I missed this. I didn't see it. I'm so sorry. Hail to you. Maria is great. She is on Orville Review with us on Thursdays. We are all waiting for PJ to get back. Jay Lee was in the house. Pale Rider was here earlier. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Laura 44 was here. John Davies, Angelus Draven was here. Runner was in the house. So thank you all. It's been great. It's been fun. And let me see. Get the intro queued up. I'm E Temple Queen of the Place to Be. Oh shit! What am I doing tomorrow? I didn't even. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm not even going to plug my own channel. I'm not doing any videos today, guys. I've got to pack. I've got to get ready for Grand Rapids Comic-Con. I'm meeting up with Phoenix Animation, the Comicscape Metalsmith, hanging out with him. And I can't remember who else is rolling with him. Superfan Adam Shawhan will be chilling with him this weekend. So yeah, I'll be down there tomorrow through Sunday afternoon, meandering about. If you're out at Grand Rapids Comic Con in Grand Rapids, Michigan, just look for the shiny bald head, and I might be wearing my Big People's Champion medallion. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, until then, I'm Itepo Queen of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. And remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's better to burn out than fade away. Star-Lord, you toxic white male son of a bitch. Take him home. Bye.